here? I think we are. Let's go wait for the computer to catch up with what I'm trying to do. Yep. Do not understand why this computer is so slow. Oh, I didn't grab it. Alright. Right, I'm back. And I've got to deal with my self-talking again, it seems. Shush you. Let's get chat out again. Come on. Pop out the chat. I want it to be top, I want it to be live. There we go. Right, that should do the trick. Just reduce this, my playback settings. Yep. I don't need the view that I see to be higher quality, really. I do wish it could be higher, but I think that's something I'm gonna have to figure out in time as a streamer. So, hello, welcome back to Hobby Stream. So this week, as the title implies, going to be making some more Horus Heresy dudes. Where have I put them? Oh, they're all set away. So, I mean, for my Chaos Army, I've been using the Horus Heresy models, and I already have 5 Legionnaires, and I'm going to use the remaining sprues to make 5 more. Mainly to make the options that I hadn't included before that I'm using, such as the Chaos Icon. But yeah, let's get to it. I've been having a few games with friends, and learning that the way I had built my army before initially was not the best, but I've been kind of fine-tuning and learning my lesson through the games. Yeah, I think I'll have a screamy boy head for that. Yeah, should I make this? Yeah, I'm going to make this the guy with the heavy weapon. So, let's get his arms as well. I'm not going to double him up and make him the guy with the chaos icon, because you don't want a 2-for-1 yourself. It's a risk when you do stuff like that. So yes, and shoulder pads. I think I already used all the shoulder pads in there. Just gotta double check. Did I? We did check if that actually would fit. Let's just get those out for a quick look, and yes, it looks like I did. So I'm gonna have to make a couple shoulders. Tempted to do a big batch of the studded shoulder pads before I get started, but let's just get cracking, I think. So clean up the joints and places. So I've got the Combat Patrol, and this is honestly very unimpressive. I managed to flick the part out of my hand. Well done, me. Yeah, this is an extra part, not part, tool that Games Workshop have made specifically for cleaning mold lines off their product. It's like, I'm not really feeling this to be the best. Like, this is no better than using the blade of your hobby knife, really. I mean, yeah, it's good for maybe younger collectors. They're less likely to skewer themselves. But a blade is so much better. Get in there. Especially one with that tapers to a point. You can actually get into the small places. That you can't taper. Well, it doesn't taper. Oh yeah, I've got my other foot. I'm missing a foot. There's the foot. Another thing I can technically comment on is, so these are the snippers I've been using for a while. Unfortunately, damaged the tip. I do not know how. Maybe it was carving up the Grey Knight. But these are the new ones, so I'll say this now: the non-branded ones are have a lot more like pushback, whereas these ones, that spring there doesn't really fill me with much confidence and joy. But I'm just going to get using them. I think no harm not using it. It's always good to have two pairs of snippers, especially as an. Oh yeah, Mazzy's got her own pair. Oh, hello Mazzy, hello Tycho. I didn't see you there for a second. Need to reorient myself so I'm actually facing more towards the chat, I think. There we go. So I can actually see the chat. And there goes my chair. Actually, isn't too bad. So that piece is clean. Get the back panel done as well. Tycho, you've got the new Def Company as well that you're assembling. You're assembling alongside me? Moves like this make me realise I've got such huge hands. Oh, I don't know if you've seen them, but what do you think of my work in progress, Thousand Suns boys? Hoping to get these a bit more painted before the next gaming night. Obviously, I'll send pictures in the group chat. Probably need to make sure I send pictures to my Discord as well, shouldn't I? I saw Suitably Red, yes. They'll look a lot better once I've got the gold trim and metallics on them, I think. No, that axe does not work. I'm glad I only got the one. That can stay in there, but it's a good thing I've got other arms I can use. Looks like I do need to cut off the little nubbin. Can also use them as blood angels. Are you going to do the white borders and gold metallics? White borders. White bolters. Wait, the Thousand Suns is supposed to have white bolters? Didn't know that. I was just kind of, at the moment, most of their weapons are, flat cannon, so they kind of got this washed out metallic, and the nozzles are going to be gold. Definitely, they are going to have gold on them in time, but just not yet, because I've been doing all the other bits and pieces, and I've just realised there's some spots there on him that aren't really as well painted. Ooh, pungent. Let's get. Ah, the smell of glue, so addicting. We'll get Mazzy hooked on it yet. This is where she comes storming in, telling me off for saying I'm going to get hooked onto the sniffing glue. Image. I can't, unfortunately, I can't really look at Telegram right now, and I've just smeared way too much glue. There's way too much glue on there. Yeah, I think this is going to be a suitable dude for having the heavy weapon. Might as well not waste that glue. Because I've got a duplicated Thunderhammer here that I've made. I'm not going to do a video on how to do duplicates because, yeah, that's kind of copying. Well, not really copying. That is technically theft of the molds, which I'm not going to cry about doing that to Games Workshop. But considering a friend who's a third-party maker of wargaming parts and stuff, who has suffered from getting his stuff recast, I'm not exactly going to make it easier for people to do that. Oh yeah, that's going to look good. That's going to look good. I can get the other one now. I'm assuming this is going to be the heavy weapon. Just got to figure out what to do with the other arm. The other arm seems to have a locking point, and I'm knocking off his base. Crud, and lost an arm. Crud, where's his arm? It's not man down, it's arm down. Is that it? Yep, that's his arm. I'm huffing the new book smell. Yep, that's a normal thing to do. I need to try and at some point remember and have the money set aside to get the Tau data cards. Because I am liking having the Chaos ones, even though they may not be fully up to date. Oh, Tycho, did you know that? I mean, you probably do because you play Thousand Suns. But did you know that they have by default no extra stuff needing to be done? They have reroll ones to wound. I don't know how the heck I missed that when I was going through the army list. But yeah, they got reroll ones, which I think is really cool. And I just realised I have extra arms. No, I like that arm better. I do like that arm better. It's a Primaris arm, unfortunately, but I don't mind mixing stuff. So Primaris right arm, left arm is Horus Heresy, but the weapon is from an assault marine. So it's technically the right scale. It's just the wrong era. Desperately trying to make sure I stay in view of the camera. You know how it is, you kind of get in the zone and you kind of end up pulling away, and then you're no longer in frame. Yeah, that's going to look cool. So, kind of like this. So can I get the head in there? One creative thing I've decided is that all my Legionnaires are going to have bare heads. There shall be no helmets on their squad, which is kind of the opposite idea of my Tomb Lords, who, if they don't have a helmet, they're definitely going to have it on their person still. Yeah, that's going to look cool. Nice. Set him aside for a moment. Do need to. It feels so daft having to assemble shoulder pads. assemble shoulder pads with my massive hands. That's it. Didn't actually need those arms. Oh woo. So that's my heavy weapon guy. Now what I've got next is the icon bearer, because it's a really useful piece of war gear, because it makes my dark packs be able to be re-rolled for my Legionnaires, which I think will increase the chance of them not killing themselves. Which is a benefit, I think. The bare heads. I'm not really feeling that as the head for him. Then I put all the heads back in here. I'm pretty sure I did. Let's use a Sister of Battle head from there, shall we? No, they're all regular. In here. No, that's predominantly metal, as it happens. Oh, please don't fall down. Yeah, there they are. There's my collection of severed heads. Let's get them all out so I know I've got my options. I think majority of these actually came from the Intercessor, is that? No, that's not a Space Marine head. Well, it technically is. These dudes be veteraning so long they don't need no helmet. Is that enough heads? Oh, one more. Yep, I think that's all the heads that I've got. Well, Space Marine heads at least. Set that aside. Now let's get some bodies together. Yeah, I think I'll just do all the ones on this half. Pretty sure I know which one. I'm in a bit of a toss-up of like what's the second special weapon I should make for this squad. Because I can't have a second plasma, which I think is fucking stupid. Being able to double up special weapons, across all factions, is something that you've just always been able to do. And making it so you can't have any duplicates is just, oh yeah, screw you guys who made armies using this as the kind of gimmick. Now it's got to find. Which one am I feeling? Am I feeling Flamer, or am I feeling Melter? Here, which one is it? And what about for a melter gun? Yeah, I think that decides it. I'm going to go for a melter gun. Kind of got confused earlier, thinking, oh crud, do I not have any melter guns left? And I remembered I gave a bunch of them to Bjorn. So front, back, leg, shoulder pad, not shoulder pad, power pack. Yep. So you get his shoulder pad off the sprue, and the two parts of the first of his other. Yeah, and then the next guy will be the icon. It's clean. That's probably the best use for the scraping tool is to scrape the blade that you're using instead of it. So to go back to my previous point about Thousand Suns, so they automatically get reroll of ones, and I think you get full rerolls if the enemy is within range of an objective as well, which that's pretty darn good. But then on top of that, you've also got the icon of flame, which makes it so your critical wounds have higher AP as well. I'm just noticing these extra little bits here and there for the rules. I mean, my regular Space Marine one, my loyalist Space Marine army, is a different flavour now. Well, not so much flavour. So I've changed it around since our games. And potentially it's a bit more obnoxious. But obviously, I'm just doing this so I know I've got the models ready. Because the only thing I need to finish for my Tau, really, is my Vespid. Everything else I can kind of do already. Get the leg into place. Shoot, stand. Stand and shoot. Yep. Hitting stuff gets stuck in my fingers. Probably doesn't want to get literal glue on them. Yep. Set those pieces aside. So now I think I'll get the power pack off. Oh, okay, I got so I didn't need to get the power pack off for the icon bearer. I needed to get the power pack off for the second special weapon dude. So now we're going to be using that for the icon, which is just the banner from the Legion's accessory sprue. Actually, there's a point, Tiger. How come you've not brought your Thousand Suns to play? Have you just been feeling like playing just the Blood Angels? Get it done all the way. Should we do a running guy? Oh wait, no, I don't want to do a running guy because he's on that sprue. Yeah, let's do this one, which I think may be the same as the first one we did. But oh well, it's going to have different stuff on him you'll hardly notice. You know, he's got a big banner sitting across the top of his head. Pretty much Plus, I tend to work these days before a game. I don't usually put much effort into packing. Fair enough. Whereas I do all my packing on like either the night before or the day before, or on the day. So, but then I usually like right up to the last point, thinking about how could I try to win, or what stuff could I take with me. Is all the gun I need? Yep. That's all those pieces. Then I just got the shoulder pad and shoulder pad. No, pad halves. I do wish they just did the basic single piece shoulder pad for them, just for lower part count. Because like, this is a finicky little bitch. There we go. Out crud. Sent the heads flying. There you go. Doing kind of like a reverse corn, it seems. Give the dude a Prietor head as a. Let's leave that there. Right. So let's clean these mold lines up again. Definitely gotta make sure I do it one at a time, because unlike old Firstborn kits, you can't just mix and match all the parts. I think I've said this before. I had that issue when I was dealing with some Necrons. I didn't realise that while the new sprues look like they're fully interchangeable, they're actually very specific combinations of parts to make them work, which was a bit of a surprise. I do feel daft when I thought, oh yeah, people seem to be getting into 40k. That's awesome. So I'm going to give this other guy, I'm going to give him the Necron half to the starter set. Yeah. And then I realised, wait, I kind of want the Necron half of the starter set, and I basically bought the Necron half of the starter set a second time, separately. Don't think it cost me that much more. It was like, at the same time, I could have saved myself some money by being a little bit smarter and not giving stuff away to people. Yeah, same legs as the first guy. I think his shoulder pads. Unfortunately, I don't have access to the other ones to check how they look. So I'm hoping I'm putting these shoulder pads on the right side. I'm pretty sure I am. Yes. Looks awesome. Could also be kind of siding him as a sergeant as well. I think this one's. So I'm getting very, very distracted by all the stuff on my desk. To try to prevent that. I know, right? What sort of person would give away what's in a conspiracy? You have a very good reason to do that, though, I'm sure. When it comes to giving it away, just thinking about all the Warhammer I had before, and the fact I got rid of it all. Just boo. Terrible forward thinking, aka none. Oh well. I thought the joint connector here was on backwards. But no, it's just how it looked. I just realised I didn't clean the lines, but I don't think people are really going to care much about that. I need a bit more glue than that, I think. Don't exactly want my models falling apart. Yes. That's going to look good. Kind of funny, it's got a flat top on the top. Didn't notice that before. But yeah, like I said, I gave half of my melter guns to Bjorn. I wasn't just saying that out of context. Like, yep, I gave my melter guns to Bjorn the Fell-Handed. No question. Do not question it. Yes, that's good. We're looking good. Oh, there's a point, Tycho. Have you managed to play much of Space Marine 2 yet? And if you have, how's it been? Dude, just waiting for his gun. Which I think I'm going to give him now. Some glue there, some glue there. My arms might be slightly misaligned, but hopefully no one will notice. Now, what kind of head can this guy have? Should this guy have? A bit of a tank pillar, so I think all the other ones are going to be a bit basic. Let's go with this guy. So the guy with who has the plasma gun was very, Scarface with his Tommy gun kind of pose, whereas this one's going to be more of a, I'm just going to utterly destroy that. I do like how everything's still up to a point compatible. Yeah, I've been facing the right direction. Yeah, that's good. This one, let's make sure I do clean up the mold lines. Very awkward trying to double check on the camera. So. No, I think that's a bit more. Yeah, a bit more in frame now. I don't care an update failed. As long as his laptop works, it works. Don't need anything else. Yep. Keep on was jumping the gun to just, glue the guns on. realised I never actually checked if the... No, it makes sense that it swaps the bolt rifle or bolt gun for the heavy weapon, because you can't really hold them both. Well. Oh no. I swear I need like micro manipulators to keep holding stuff. Oh no, that seems to be the wrong hand. Fuck. Do I need to be up a bit more? Yes. Up there, down that. No, that's too far down. It's okay, it won't be noticeable once there's paint. Hopefully. Please don't notice. Tycho, shush. I hadn't seen your message yet. I have, and it's been good. Still need someone to play with the... I know Karma was downloading it last night, so I'll check with her later. I can have 4 plasma pistols and 4 plasma... Damn! So in other words, priority target for me to kill. Let's see. What kind of head shall we give this dude? Don't want him screaming, considering he's just walking with his gun. I think this one would be good. Take that thing off, because this is... Yeah, we're not loyalists. We don't put bolts in our head unless we're corn berserkers. That does seem very excessive, though. But at the same time, the Death Company were very... You paid through the nose to get all the war gear, didn't you, before? There we go. Just standard walking pose marine. That was cool, if I do say so myself. Where's the banner? Trust me to grab one that was used. Can I justify using no. Not gonna do that. Which means can I get a fresh one from here? Yes. There we go. Get a fresh banner out. Four plasma pistols, 4 power fists. So now only building 3 of each, and then 1 guy with melter power sword combo plus 2 eviscerators. Yeah, so basically that's I'm pretty sure the archetype of a Death Star unit. So the kind of thing everyone else is going to want to stay away from, but you're going to be charging forward with reckless abandon. There we go. So Icon of Chaos Glory. Now I get now I feel comfortable saying, hey, I get rerolls on my dark packs. Which special weapon, heavy weapon, Chaos Icon. I do want to include a guy who casts the magics. Trying to think of how I'm going to pull that off though, because I don't have on the red first 2 strength from one attack when charged now before it was plus. Damn. So very much I don't want to be charging you then. Let's just. Not too sure what that piece is from. How am I going to represent a... So one thing I don't have is like a book piece, as far as I know. If I had a book... I mean, I've got some Dark Angel pieces. It's like that's a little bit too big, I think. Actually, we can give it a go. Just have a dude just one-handing holding a book up. I found a metal. I think that's a Def Company metal shoulder pad. If you want that, Tycho, let me know. Anything else pretty useful? Look, even just a smaller book would be good. Sadly, I don't think I have any smaller books. Oh. Guess we're still streaming? I think so. Oh, that's probably my views kind of gone wonky. Are you still going? Nope, because for some reason it's very dark in that side. Well, whilst my laptop is deciding whether or not it wants to die, let's start hacking off bits of plastic from this so it doesn't look so Dark Angels-y in the hand of my I don't know what they're called. I can't remember what they're called. I think it's got a Kill Team name, but I never really got the chance to play Kill Team with my Chaos mainly because I didn't have Chaos when I was playing Kill Team with the other gaming group. I do wish they carried on playing, but oh well. Commander, that was about the time that Commander started getting into popularity. So did I break more with the knife tip off? Possibly. This dude's just going to be lugging around like a massive book. Like, bro, do you even read? Don't know if you recognize where this part's come from. Just like a massive book about the size of a space marine. need something to file that down. Where's my round file? No. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I think that works a bit better. Just gotta neaten up these little bits here. I mean, it's a booker case, it's not going to be perfect. But it doesn't mean I can't try and put stuff in. That one came off a lot easier. Where's the other set of extended one? There it is. So this guy will definitely need a pistol. Actually, do I need that arm? Probably not. Put it in there. Because I can use this one. Gotta snip down this bit a bit more. I don't know where I got this hand from. That's better. Yep, just throw it down. So we have one guy with a big hammer, another guy with a big book. Which one's that going to be? Let's go with this one. So front back like power pack. Oh yeah, because I've already got the two arms. Then I just need the shoulders. Shoulder pads, in fact. Alright. Get some cleaning going on. Odd random cables. Like right, there's one right there. It's like, why is there a cable there? That looks like it's going to make it actually more awkward to move around. Like, cable management on Space Marines can be, you know, implied really good, but at the same time you just look at them, it's like, why do you have cables there? Like, could you seriously not like tuck it into the armor or anywhere? There we go. Let's get the other leg cleaned off. you. Loop within fleets. Actually, I think that's going to work. It's just like, behold the power of the book. I think it's got just the right kind of angle on it, honestly. Now we've got some 40k parts making a return again. So we've got. I just realised both the guys who are, not holding bolt guns. Both of them are using, more model, like arms and pieces for the 40k Space Marines. So there we go. Trust no one, not even your book. So you can see what I'm talking about there. So, don't worry, Tycho, it's only me. You've not missed anything of importance. Then just talking about how Space Marines have these random pipes in what would really be really inconvenient spaces. Like, obviously at joints you'd expect there to be some kind of, like, stuff falling out. But why is there just so much just hanging out on the legs? And hey, if you feel really bad, you could always watch back the stream later. It does look kind of ridiculous with how big the book is, but oh well. No, don't get stuck to me. Stick to the wrist. How am I gonna hold this in place? Use a. Yep, just gonna casually use another marine to hold the book up while the glue sets. That's definitely gonna need a little bit of time to settle, I think. Holy cow, I've only been at this for an hour and I've gotten 4 dudes done. Maybe I could use the last dude, because I used a Primaris Marine to be my squad leader. I kind of have an extra body to use for. Yeah, that head will be perfect. Good old screaming head. Not screaming like that. Hit your head in the ball. So he'll be looking at the book, hollering at the top of his lungs. You'll be like, look at my book. My book is amazing. Check out the spell. See you, Tycho. I don't know if you're still here for me to say goodbye to, but see you. I think I definitely prefer the Mark Freeze. I forget. Mark 6s. Yeah, I prefer the Mark 6s over the Mark Freeze because it just feels like there's a little bit more cohesion. It's like you got one dude, one dude, one dude, one dude, and this dude, and one dude there, and you got like accessories and shit. It just feels, you know, better. Get the shoulder pad off for this guy as well. I'm gonna have so many beaky heads. Would not be one for beakies. The front, the back. I wonder what I can do for the second half then. Because I'm almost done with these guys. Should I? Could do some painting. I get the gold onto the Thousand Suns. Wait, did I not get his power pack off? No, I didn't. Sneak, sneak. That's good. That didn't work. That made it worse. Let's go get all this old crap off. Hey, how gunky the nozzle can get sometimes. I'm trying to apply it, you know, reasonable. Now we got a dude that's actually aiming down the bolt gun. Not really wanting his trinket boat. You know, we're chaos. We don't need trinkets of the Emperor. We don't want that. Yeah. Nice. Looking real nice. I'm so tempted to get one of the sprues of Mark III's out and use that to... Should make this a test model, couldn't I? Okay, that's way too much. That's way too much glue in that spot. Oh well. Just realised was my head just obscuring the view just then? Yep, it was. Yes. It goes on nicely. I just realised I didn't actually glue together the other ones. So I need to do that real quick as well. Yeah, these are the only two that need gluing at the moment. Put on him. Right, are you a bit more set now? It doesn't look too bad. Hand is a little awkward, but considering what I'm trying to do, I think it's acceptable. Just a dude with a very big demonic book. There we go. So I just need to get some super glue out. Do I have? Not this tube. Is it still good? Is it held? No. Oh dear. It's rubbish. I've got an idea of like which angle is actually better for this. Probably better like that. That. I think probably just like in line with the arm. That'd be good. Let's have a look here. Get a quick filing down because it's definitely a lot firmer than it was when it first came out the mold. Too much. Yeah, that looks good. That's gonna look great with some paint on, I think. So, in addition to my Legionnaires, which has got a Leader's got a heavy weapon, heavy melee weapon. I've got a second heavy melee weapon. Got my icon. I've got another just regular bolt gun dude. I have to double check my composition. Yeah, so some anti-tank. Oh, excuse me. This guy, I'm just going to quickly glue his hammer to his hands. Upright. Alright, so I've got 45 minutes left of the stream, and I don't know what to build. I mean, one thing I probably could do, is making the joints on this a bit more secure. What's in there? That's all good. I think it's just the corner pieces that need some glue. Just put that into the... According to a friend, I think it was Tycho actually, you can, in theory, make a full building with these. Don't know if I want to go that far, but definitely want to get a couple more of these. I need to try and remember to get some when I go into town. flush as the other. There, for alignment a little bit. Put that there. Right. Do I want to do the thing that I'm thinking of doing? So I have plenty of parts for it. More than plenty. Frames. Because I do have. Let's go. Yeah, let's make some Horus Heresy dudes. I've got 2 screws that are only partially full. No, I do in fact. No. I think I do have to check something for this. So bear with me whilst I'm looking something up. I don't want to assemble all the stuff, get to the end and realise, oh crud, I couldn't have done that, or I shouldn't have done that. So I've got all these Volkite weapons that currently don't have a use. But there is one squad in 40k for Heresy that I can possibly use them for, especially as I've got some extra bodies. So once I use these, that means I've got 7 bodies left over. I think 7 bodies plus 1 core. So I've got 7. We'll have 7 mark. Oh, that's going to be a good place. That'll probably be a spot to use all the beaky heads. Yeah. Factions. Chaos Space Marines. Where are they? There. Right, so Street Face, Force of Battle Shock test, Taste of Leisure test, and Pix they have icon as well. Sonic, so a bolt gun is that stat line. Sonic Blast. Ooh, that's very nice. And it's only 5 points more than a regular squad. And I have access to the master as well. So any number, I'm going to replace that bolt gun with a chainsword or sonic blaster. One can be thing. Oh, I can go for a full squad of blasters and... Ooh, okay. yeah, I think that settles it. So one thing I'm gonna do from this sprue is I'm gonna get myself some beakies. Even though I'm using Mark III bodies, I'm gonna use the beakies, and it's gonna be a good use for these heads. Yeah, I'll use that one for the squad leader. That just makes sense because I can put a plume on his head. Okay, so that's the squad. I'm not gonna give him the thing. Yeah, there it is. So the squad leader is going to be denoted by flamboyancy. Is it possible? Would it be possible to bayonet Volkite? No. Right. We've got the plan of attack. So I'm going to need one of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yep, I've got them all on there. Just got to make sure I don't have any overlapping hand choices. This is what I mean about the difference between the Mark 6s and the Mark what was it? Crap, I've forgotten. Mark 3s. So if you look at this, it's kind of a bit of a jumble as to where all the stuff is, whereas with the Mark 6s, it's very clear. It's like, this corner here is one guy, this corner is one guy, this is one guy, this section here is one guy, this section here. The only reason I'm going to know where to pick stuff from is because I've made a couple of these models already for my Havocs and my Thousand Suns. That's the only reason I'm going to know. Whereas Corvus, I keep calling it Corvus, the Mark 6s, you can kind of just infer. So, but we are going to get cracking into this. Also, I don't like how the sprue connections are right onto the shoulder joint pegs. Makes it a little bit awkward to get them off, or attached, I should say. So now we're getting to the first arm. Thankfully, I do have 2 sprues, so if I do happen to not have the things in the right place, actually, should I do I should probably do the squad leader first. So I don't know which body this is, but it's going to be the squad leader now. Just cause. The big guy at the front has to be the one first, doesn't he? I have no idea if this is even the correct armor pattern for Thousand Suns. They've, so far as I've seen, just been very underwritten in that regard. I don't know which one actually is the correct armor. And now to figure out very scientifically which weapon I should use. I think, yeah, it's going to be that one. So this is very much going to be in the, counts as kind of category of kit bashing. And I just realized a big issue I'm probably going to face right now. And that is, do I even have enough 32s? I'm hoping I do. I should do. I've not rebased too many models. Okay. crisis averted. What I might do is, I probably should grab a pack of extras of those. Time for some clean up and glue. How am I going to represent the fact he's got a power and a cursed weapon? Do I have anything in here? No, plenty of stuff and bits and... Oh, there's a point. I can use the... Yeah, I'm just going to use more chaosy bits for these guys. Yes. So I've got a few of them. So nothing in that part. What about in here? Didn't I see a scabbard in here? Chainsaw. Just the very idea of a... There we go. So a sword. Looks like just a basic combat knife, but nah, that's totally just an accursed weapon. It's totally the accursed weapon. Okay, I did have the right legs. I was a bit worried there. I think maybe this will be the only one I do. Just because there's a little bit of a finicky bit around it. Need to make sure I give one of the peeps a icon. So actually I just realised it's going to be very similar kind of composition to the Thousand Suns. So it's like very obviously a squad leader. 3 dudes who have, you know, one particular weapon, and then one guy who's got like the heavier duty weapon. Right, let's get glued together, mate. Snot, that glob of glue snot out the way, so we can start gluing it. Maybe I should look into getting one of those brush applicated Tamiya cement pots. They do look good, just not something I've really gone into. Using, I should say. Yeah. Please stay on your base. Let's get the bits and pieces. So that's just going to slot on there. Clear the mold lines. No, I don't want to put someone in timeout. I just want. There we go. My live stream video was paused on my end. So For all I know, I've been covering the camera. Hope I haven't. I hate these really small grooved areas. So if I have 5 points, I could probably upgrade like 5 Legionnaires into Noise Marines if I wanted to. You know, as a treat. Yeah. Just flip that right up my own crotch. Yeah, I've definitely broken the tip of this blade off at some point. May have been earlier. Let me make sure I get that piece. Wait, didn't I get that? Really? Look at this. Got tiny, tiny bits of plastic. There we go. Go. So the gun's assembled, which seems a bit of an odd thing to say, but this is Warhammer, so what do I know? Don't need we don't need loyalist iconography on our heretics. Okay, and then get the other arm done. I do find it funny, he's kind of holding it almost side mounting it. Almost like gangster kill shot kind of thing. There we go. Clean up these little bits. Now these are the bits that I've bought. And they're Raptor shoulder pads, surprisingly enough. This side I'm going to want them on. Snip those up so I get the feeling they're going to get in the way. No, I don't think they will, actually. Some glue in there. Yeah. First, I'm gonna remove this skull. I don't like the skull. Sure, the skull's not gonna like me. There we go. I think I'm gonna attach it to his ass. There we go. So his bolt pistol's been replaced with the sword, and his bolt gun's been replaced with a sonic blaster. I do think the Volkite weapons definitely do work well as alternate, well, as pre-heresy sonic weapons. Right now for another dude. I think I've got plenty of time. Might be able to get a full squad again. We'll just have to see, or maybe I'll just overtime the stream to get the full squad done. What was that? Snap that off. Uno momento. I'm back. Is the stream still running? It seems to be. Yay! I like being able to take a quick break like that. I see the view counter says there is a couple in here. I believe at least one of those is my wife. Hi, honey. I love you. And if the other person would like to say hi in the chat, please go ahead. It'd be great to have some. Oh, yeah, this is the arm that has the separated elbow guard. Should best make sure I do take off as well. And the other arm. Would be really good if I had both arms. Oh, look at me, always taking both arms for granted. Okay. And before I forget, let's try and find the right. Yep, there it is. So I'm actually going to need an extra little nubbins part, which is the power pack for the weapon, in addition to this bit that goes on the business end. Let's use up the full sprue. Special weapons. Nice. Wait, how far back is... I think the... yeah, let's just speed that up so it hopefully catches up before I finish. And legs. I think one benefit the Marks IIIs have is the seam lines are kind of very well hidden in the layered armor. Especially in the places that you don't want, like the snarls, to be. You can see them. GW, why are you gonna make such small parts? Again. Gotta make sure I assemble that arm. Sent flying. I'll say sent flying. Didn't exactly go far that time. Bit on, and just got to get the power pack on. Just got once I cleaned it up a little. I suppose they couldn't just rotate the design 90 degrees so you could get that little groove. In there anyway. Let's see. Nice. Alright, let's start assembling the body. Now we've assembled the gun. Like a bit of a glue leaked out to my finger. The angles on these weapons can be a little bit nuisance at times. This is actually making me realise that maybe the sonic weapons of the noise marines is actually kind of based on the Volkite. Now the awkward part that I probably could have done a different way and probably save myself some pain and torment. I'm hoping this isn't directional. On there. Fine. Oh, yeah, this is front, side to side. Just realised I'm going to get a power pack on. Taskmaster, I'm not giving him the icon. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with the Thousand Sons. Not the Thousand Sons, the Emperor's Children. I'm hoping, I kind of hope that they get a good update and some good additions to the lineup. Because, to be fair, the only thing that you can really infer as being related to Noise Marines would be the Raptors, really. But they're also tied to the Night Lords. I do find it funny that both my Space Marine, like, from like Chaos until after I was actually like starting it, I was like, how am I going to paint these guys? There we go. The shoulder pad. No. Keep calling it a shoulder pad. It's not a shoulder pad, it's a power pack. And who wears shoulder pads on their back as well? Madness, I say. Another hole unplug. Alright. Second Noise Marine down. I'm going to have so many options when I actually field the army again, aren't I? I'm looking for time. 10 minutes. About 15 minutes of time. Do I want to make one more? Yes, one more and then we'll call it a night, I think. Use this body. Which means I think this stream will probably be going over my time, but I'm not going to complain about that, considering it's very much helped me focus on getting these models built. I really do not like how the Mark III's put thing right onto the tabs. Because it is useful to have these tabs. I do like the tabs because it means you're less likely to misalign your stuff, especially when you can't be too sure with the arms being separate. I do miss the previous edition arms that I believe it was, yeah, so the ones I started out with, the arms were, separate like this, but include the hands. So, is that the right arm? Where is it gone? So that... Yep, I'd say so. So I've got the gun out and it's McGubbins. I need to make sure I get the icon thing. Yeah, the icon holding power pack. Where is it? There it is. There we go. And then just one shoulder pad. I definitely don't think. I was on something white. What the hell? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the view on the stream going just pure white. I get the feeling something's gone a bit wibbly. But it's recording okay on my phone. Leg, front of a leg. Ow, some of the corners are a bit sharp and getting really into my skin. Ow. Stop it. Stop trying to skewer me. I think I'll probably end up just building like a little bit of all the God worshipping ones. So I've got Thousand Suns, I've got Thousand Suns, Emperor's Children. Eventually, with the part works, I'll have World Eaters, but granted they'll be the main 40k World Eaters. So should I try and get some Horus Heresy Assault Marines and run them as World Eaters? Could do. I just realised he's got bell-bottom pants look to them. And get the last icon. Actually, let's go with the Comcast thing. Cause I don't know, it just feels like it fits the vibe of Noise Marines better. And then, like an antenna. Tiny bit of plastic, and I've got to try and smooth it out. going to prep the piece yet. Don't want to be doing that when it's got an extra bit of plastic on the top. So there's there, 8. Yep, no, that's good. Love how the order of assembly for each of these guys, I think, on all 8 models, has been a little bit random every single time. This probably should put pistols on them, I think. Maybe? No. Am I going to get this done before we go into overtime? Might do, might not. It feels like a nice little challenge just to give me to pick up the pace a little. It's fairly low, I didn't realise that. Glue. Get the piece into place and there we go. Just gotta get the glue the hands into place. Yeah. Looking good. Looking very good. I have to double check the colour scheme for Heresy era Emperor's Children now, so. I do find funny with Horus Heresy is just the idea of having Voxcaster Space Marines. That sounds like a shit post. Nice. Right. I think. Oh, that was just in time. Yeah, nice. So I managed to get the second half of my Legionnaires done. I've got the starts of some Noise Marines as well, with appropriate kit bashes to get them looking interesting. And hopefully I shall see you on Thursday for the gaming stream. Doing in gonna be Minecraft. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, do leave a like. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. Leave a comment, not in the chat, maybe on the video up when the video goes live as a regular video. Just leave a video like blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. Also, I don't talk very much, surprisingly enough. So, thanks for watching, like, subscribe, and I shall see you all next time. Bye bye.